almost by accident, towards the queen. Her royal posture stayed firm, her expression calm, seemingly untouched by the chaos she had started. In her dark, smart eyes, however, Axel saw not just approval, but a deep and firm trust, a belief in his abilities that no one else had ever shown. It was this unexpected faith, this single light in the storm of disapproval, that kept him steady, that gave him the strength to stand his ground among the silent, simmering anger. He would not, could not, betray that trust. He would serve her, and the colony she stood for, with all his being. Even if it meant facing constant suspicion and clear hate from those who believed he was nothing more than a new upstart, a worker who had dared to rise above his place. The weight of his new title, the Queen's right hand, settled on him, heavy with duty and full of unseen dangers. The rise of the legend had begun, but the seeds of a bitter fight had already been planted in the rich ground of tradition and anger. The Queen's choice immediately created a heavy feeling. While Axel stood there, confused but important, and the Queen stayed calm, General Varek didn't wait in the shocked quiet of the court. With a quick nod to a nearby captain, a huge warrior named Krell who had many scars from battles, Varek turned and walked with purpose, his jaws clicking, towards a less busy part of the royal rooms. Krell, an old soldier whose loyalty to Varek was strong from fighting together and winning for years, understood what Varek wanted without words. He quietly told two other trusted soldiers, a fast and smart scout named Lyra and a quiet, strong warrior named Borin, to follow their general from a safe distance. Varek led them through smaller, plainer tunnels, away from the main paths and the curious feelers of the court ants. He finally stopped in a dimly lit side room, a place usually used to keep battle plans and maps. The air there smelled strongly of dried ink from fungi and old, paper-like leaves. Here, among the tools of war, Varek finally let out the anger that had been hidden under his calm outside. His feelers twitched wildly, and a low, rough growl came from his chest. "Did you hear?" Varek's voice was a low whisper, barely heard, but full of barely controlled rage. Krell, his wide body casting a long shadow in the dim light, nodded. The Queen's words were surprising. General. Lyra and Borin stood silently behind him, their feelers sensing the change in the air, the clear anger coming from their commander. Surprising. Varek's jaws clicked sharply. It's an insult, a terrible thing, a worker, put above the very royal family of this colony. Has the Queen lost her mind? Has old age finally made her confused? Lyra, always practical, spoke carefully. Axel did show great bravery during the fire ant attacks. General, many lives were saved because of his actions. Varek's eye snapped towards her, his many eyes burning with anger. Bravery is what every soldier must do. He did his part, like we all did. Does that mean he deserves such a high position? What message does this send to the warrior ants? That their years of training, their sacrifices in battles, mean nothing compared to the sudden choice of a queen swayed by feelings. Borin, an ant of few words but strong loyalty, finally rumbled, his voice deep and strong. It causes unhappiness, General. I have heard whispers among the soldiers. Ants who have